Building wealth sounds complicated. Multiple incomes, investments, strategies. But here's what no one tells you. Real generational wealth is built quietly, through a few hidden rules most people never learn. In this video, I'll show you exactly how those quiet rules work. Simple, boring, but powerful enough to change your family's future. Most people think generational wealth is only for the rich. They imagine it takes millions, complicated investments, or risky business moves. But I've seen families who quietly built lasting wealth without being flashy. It wasn't luck. They followed a few hidden rules. Small habits, boring routines, and decisions no one notices at first. But over time, that's what changes everything. Rule 1, wealth is quiet, loud success fades fast. The biggest myth? That wealthy people are always loud about their success, showing off cars, vacations, and fancy lifestyles. But the truth? Real generational wealth is quiet. You rarely see it on display because the smartest families protect their wealth by staying invisible. Loud success often burns out. Are the people flexing early wins? Most of them are spending faster than they earn. They're chasing status, not stability. The families that build quiet wealth, they stay under the radar. They invest consistently. They protect their privacy. They focus on cash flow, ownership, and simple systems, not showing off. It feels boring. No applause, no viral moments. But that's exactly why it works. Quiet wealth compounds in the background, while loud success invites distractions, bad decisions, and unnecessary risks. If you want generational wealth, don't focus on impressing the world. Focus on quiet, boring moves that quietly build your foundation. That's how lasting wealth survives. Rule 2, generational wealth starts with ownership, not income. Most people believe more income means more wealth. But here's the truth. Income pays your bills, but ownership builds generational wealth. You can earn a high salary and still stay stuck if you don't own anything that grows in value. Generational wealth starts when you own assets, businesses, real estate, intellectual property, or investments that work for you, not just your time. Think about it. Jobs can disappear, markets shift, but ownership creates stability. The families who pass down wealth, they pass down businesses, properties, stocks, not just money in the bank. In 2025, ownership is more accessible than ever. Digital products, online businesses, fractional real estate, intellectual property. But most still chase income, not assets. Want lasting wealth? Shift your focus. Earn, save, but always prioritize owning something that grows, compounds, and survives beyond your lifetime. Ownership creates freedom. Income alone never will. Rule 3, compounding only works with patience. Everyone loves the idea of compounding. Your money grows, investments multiply, wealth builds itself. But here's what most forget. Compounding only works with patience. The wealthy understand this. They know real results don't show up in weeks or months. It takes years of quiet, consistent effort. You invest, you save, you build skills, and for a long time, it feels like nothing's happening. That's where most people fail. They start, they get impatient, they quit. But compounding is like planting seeds. You don't dig them up every day to check progress. You water, you wait, and suddenly the growth feels exponential. Generational wealth is the same. You pass down assets, knowledge, investments, and over time, they multiply. But only for the patient. The ones chasing shortcuts, fast money, overnight success, they never give compounding the time it needs to work. If you can stay consistent when it feels slow, your wealth compounds quietly, and one day, the results feel unstoppable. Rule 4, knowledge transfer is more valuable than money transfer. Most people think building generational wealth is about passing down money, savings accounts, properties, investments. But here's the reality. Money without knowledge disappears fast. You can leave your kids a fortune, but if they don't understand how wealth works, they'll lose it. And fast. That's why the smartest families don't just transfer money, they transfer knowledge. They teach the next generation how to manage, grow, and protect wealth. Financial literacy, business understanding, investment basics, these are the real assets that compound across generations. Think about lottery winners, millions overnight, lost within years. Why? Because money without mindset never lasts. The wealthy quietly build systems where their kids, grandkids, even great-grandkids know how money works. They teach patience, ownership, compounding, and the dangers of chasing hype. In 2025, financial knowledge is everywhere, but most don't pass it down. They assume money alone is enough. But wealth that lasts comes from education, discipline, and mindset passed from one generation to the next. If you want your family to stay wealthy, don't just save for them. Teach them, involve them. Make financial wisdom the legacy, because knowledge protects wealth far better than money ever can. Rule 5. Protect your wealth. Don't just build it. Building wealth is hard, but here's what most people forget. Protecting wealth is even harder. You can spend years stacking income, buying assets, investing, and growing your net worth, and lose it all in one bad decision. That's why generational wealth isn't just about building, it's about protection, legally, financially, mentally. The families who quietly pass down wealth understand this. They set up legal structures, trusts, wills, and insurance policies to shield their money from taxes, lawsuits, or family conflicts. They keep their financial information private. They avoid unnecessary risks that destroy their foundation. But protection isn't just about paperwork. It's a mindset. It means resisting lifestyle inflation, the trap where your expenses grow as your income grows. You've seen it. People earn more, spend more, upgrade their lives, show off success, and end up stuck or broke again. True wealth protection means staying grounded, living below your means, reinvesting profits instead of spending every new dollar, avoiding scams, hype, risky investments, or people who drain your focus and money. In 2025, wealth is more exposed than ever. Social media, flex culture, digital scams, fake business opportunities. The wealthy protect their time, energy, and money by saying no to distractions. They also protect themselves emotionally. Success attracts envy, bad advice, and pressure to spend. Quiet wealth builders stay disciplined. They know that real freedom comes from options, not flashy purchases. Generational wealth survives when the next generation learns protection too, not just chasing more, but preserving what already exists. Want to build wealth? Great, but want it to last? Protect it daily through legal tools, strong boundaries, disciplined habits, and quiet decisions most people overlook. Wealth isn't loud, and the smartest protectors, they quietly stay rich while everyone else plays catch up. Here's the hard reality. Most families never build generational wealth because they chase temporary success. They ignore the boring rules. They skip patience. They pass down money but not mindset. That's why wealth disappears within 1 or 2 generations. Real wealth is built quietly, protected daily, and passed down with knowledge, not hype. Building wealth isn't magic. It's quiet, repetitive, and often invisible. Most people quit because it doesn't feel exciting. But the families who stick to hidden rules, ownership, patience, knowledge, protection, they're the ones who quietly build freedom that lasts for generations. No loud success, no shortcuts, just simple rules that work if you follow them long enough to see the results.